And when I say a wild jump back in time, I mean something for me, not necessarily for you guys. Hi! It's Monday. It's Maker Monday. Crafting Mondays. We're back on the grind for Herta now that more pieces have shown up. I'm still not able to absolutely keep going, but I'm getting closer and closer to actually being able to proceed working on Herta. The layout's a little different, so the reason we canceled stream. Ooh, music loud. Ooh, that's muted. I don't need it muted. We canceled stream Friday, so that way I could like work on rearranging my office so I could start setting up my booth, which is right there. It's right there. It fit. It took some finagling. I'm still not fully rearranged, which is why it's going to take a little bit to get things set up. But we do have a new layout for hand streams, so I'm kind of excited about that. It does make it a little more complicated to read chat, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. So, welcome in Gurin. Congratulations on first. Welcome in Melkor. Welcome in Nathan. So we're back to working on Herta. As you can see by the... Where's the mouse? Her, right there. Her weird, like, leggy things. Her, like, knot skirt. I don't know what to call it. It's goofy looking is what it is. But we had our fabric swatches come in. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, a fabric swatch is just like a little sample bit of fabric that comes in that you can use to test the weight as well as the colors against your final projects. I am working on making it. Hi, gamer. Welcome. So we're going to be making the entirety of the Herta as a cosplay. We've started the hat and got a majority done on the hat. However, we've had to kind of put some things off while we figure out what fabrics we want. So in this case, I have matte satin, also known as Boreswa, and then I have a crepe back satin. So, okay. This is the crepe back satin. So crepe back satin is a lighter weight. It's about it's a 150 GSM. I don't remember what GSM is off the top of my head, so I'm gonna find out. Grams per square meter. Okay. I was like, I'm something square meter. So it is 150 grams per square meter. So it's a lighter fabric. It's still got a nice weight to it. Like you can see how well I can just kind of mess with it, fold it, crinkle it, but it's not like wrinkling at all. So it's very pretty, very hard to wrinkle, nice and lightweight, has a nice sheen to it. And then like on the back side of it, it's still got like a nice, it's like a more of a matte sheen. Very pretty, very easy to work with. So I have it here in white. I have it in this midnight blue, which is insanely pretty. And actually, I might get some anyway for like the blue parts of her outfit if I don't end up doing like vinyl on them. Although now that I'm seeing it, I kind of want to use this anyway because that sheen is gorgeous. There's a little bit of heat and bond on the back of it. Like that's almost a 1-for-1 of that blue right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, okay. I hadn't thought about that till right now, but now I'm thinking about it. Then we have these two colors that I've been kind of waffling with. I've got this lavender and I've got this lilac. And they kind of change depending on the light and camera that I'm using. And this lavender is honestly my favorite, but in some cameras it's very pink. Looks like on this camera it's not super pink. It could just be I'm blind. Or like the lighting in my office, or, you know, not filtered to you. And the darker one does fit better, but when you pair it with another dark color, the dark one's the wrong color. So it'll be a matter of how the lights will, like, how the colors will sit next to each other. To decide, like, to make my final choice. Yeah, it does make it look a little bit pink, right? It's not bad. It's insanely pretty. Let me see if I can grab a better shot of Herta. Hang on. There you go. So you can see this pink here. See if I can find like a way to still show you the screen and the pink. There we go. Because this almost looks too dark. Like, it looks like it matches perfectly for some of the darker purples, but the lighter purple, it doesn't match. Like, here. I have no way to show it to you without, like, cutting off half the outfit. There we are. Because that lighter purple almost matches perfectly to the underbrim of the hat. I think I'm leaning more towards the lavender overall instead of the lilac, but I might get both for some depth, depending on what part of the outfit I'm using in. Ooh, look at me being bougie. I'm gonna just bounce her right back over here. So it's going to be a matter of like, so that's another thing. When you're looking at swatches of fabric, it'll show you your colors, it'll show you your weights, but it also lets you pair them with the other like fabrics that you're going to be using in a project. So you can see how things will change when they're next to each other. Because like, you see how these two purples look in this light next to each other with the dark, it's a midnight blue. Now say I swap out that midnight blue for a white and the colors changed again. So the darker purple looks great with the white. And then this looks too like pink. But if I swap out the white for, you know, that dark, then the dark purple's too dark and the light one is perfect. So I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of finagling and figuring it out. But this is what I'm going to try and use for a lot of the lining fabrics as well as like the lighter weight fabric. So like if you're looking at Herta right here, you see all the ruffles on her like bodice that go to the sides, that go around her waist, as well as like her butt bow. I'm gonna drag her this way a little bit. So like the butt bow right here and all the things that hang down. It'll be perfect. There you go. You can see, like all the different like lightweight fabrics that will be perfect for. But for the actual main composition, I want to use a heavier weight fabric so it's got more reinforcement and like strength to it. I'm gonna move the crate backs out of the way. And that's where I have my Poet Swat, which is one of my absolute favorite fabrics to use for cosplay. It's 185 grams per square meter weight. It's a heavier weight, but it still has just enough light sheen without being like god-awful costume fabric. But it's so smooth to work with. It's like buttery smooth. It handles folding well. It handles pleating well. It's gorgeous. And like you can see just how strong, like you can see this. So this is off-white and this is white. And you can see the stark, I can see the stark difference, but that's because I'm holding them. And we have the navy, which is very pretty. But I feel like so like I have the navy and I have the midnight blue. One's crepe back and one's the Poet Soie. And I kind of like the crepe back for the dark blue on the outfit more because of that sheen. It gives it more that iridescence, which I think is really pretty. And I grabbed the purple, which ended up way, way too purple. Like, that's obnoxious purple. I love it, personally, but not good for Herta. Then I have the silver for, like, some of the lining. And I've been bouncing back and forth between, like, which silver versus the gray I want to use. And I think silver is the winner. Because all her like light gray coloring, hang on, we're gonna pull her back over here. You can see like the underlining of the dark, like the super, like the almost black and the blue parts here. It's like a gray silver. It's not dark enough to be gray, but it's not light enough to be white. It's definitely like an off-toned silver. It's very cool tone, so I think that silver is perfect for that part of the outfit. So it's looking like my winners are going to be these three fabrics, and placing them all next to each other like this, those look perfect. Those look absolutely perfect. And then for that dark color, I'm still bouncing between if I want to use black, or a friend of mine said she has a bit of fabric in her stash that is a super, super, super dark purple, almost like blue purple, almost black. And after seeing what I believe the makers, was it Midnight Jewel, who made the 3-foot tall Herta plushie, Herta doll, said that she officially asked Hoyo, hey, what color is Herta's dress? And they said it's a really dark purple, which, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this image, that's not purple, that's black. Or like a navy at best. But then you see the navy on the outfit as well. It's like, huh? Hoyo, what? Huh? You blind? So, annoying as it is. We'll figure it out as we get there. Now, I can't get there without more mock-ups and letting that last bit of fabric get here. So I need to drive an hour and go pick it up from a friend, which I'll do eventually. But the blast in the past is this magazine that I'm about to show you, they can kind of see a little bit of sneaking out right here. I was gifted this in 2007, maybe 2008, by an instructor of mine who was like, hey Lain, I know you like costuming and I know you like anime, and I saw this at the store and I thought you would like it. And I was like, thank you, instructor. This is Gosurori Volume 10. It has since been rebranded, and I don't remember what the rebrand of what the magazine is called, but it is the Gosurori Volume 10, and it is used for, like it says here, Gothic and Lolita sewing. Why is this important? So when I was rearranging my office to put in the booth, I unearthed a bunch of my art books, and this, as well as another cosplay-related magazine, and quite literally right before stream, I started flipping through, and I got to this page, and I had a moment, because this is where, like, the patterns, like, it includes the patterns for the garments, and I just stood there, and I was like, huh? Huh? What do you mean it almost has the exact same perfect pattern for Herta sleeves right there? Huh? Like, what? Hang on, let me find a Herta sleeve. Look at that, right there in the middle of the page. Can I like, almost one for one. Like, obviously it's gonna take some like adjusting, but like, look at those next to each other. What the fuck? It was perfect. Like, absolutely wonderful, and it blew my mind how I suddenly had almost the exact same, like, perfect pattern. So what you're seeing here, these are the instructions. Yes, they are all in Japanese, but whatever, I'll figure it out. But right here, this is all the tissue paper to make the outfit. I've had this book. I've never used it since 2007. And it has everything in it to make this bizarre looking sleeve for Herta. I was absolutely, completely gobsmacked. I was like, what? What do you mean I already have it? And then just now I noticed it's also got a bodice right here, which is not far off from what I'm going to need. So this is the actual outfit. Let me pull it up. Not that. Waru. Where is it? No, one more. Right here. This is the outfit in question. And you can see the sleeves. They're perfect. They are literally perfect. What the fuck? And it was just, I picked it up to show you guys on stream to talk about like cosplay magazines and how this is a big thing. And it still is a big thing. Because like I have this one and I have another one that I put behind me and I don't feel like grabbing. And it just opened up perfectly to that sleeve, and I was so confused. I was like, what do you mean I already have a perfect pattern for this thing? Like, excuse me? What, excuse me? But that's not what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to put this out of the way. Hang on. I'm gonna set this aside. Pull the not so little lady out of her hiding spot. I say that because it's making a mess. So I thankfully, thanks to kindness of members of my community, I have a new dress form with customizable measurements, who is sitting next to me, and I cannot really safely show her on stream because to make it fit correctly to my boobage, I had to put one of my bras on the outfit and then stuff the cups with socks to to accurately be the same size as my titties. But it is here. It is next to me. Would it be safe for Discord? Oh, yeah. No, I'm still going to post the pictures. It's not bad to show. Like, I could show it here on Twitch. No issue. I just don't have a camera facing it right now. Hi, Kalaya Puppy. Hello, Kalaya Puppy. But it will be used to help figure out the lengths of these goofy, like, pieces right here. So obviously, like, we're looking at it and wait, I'm gonna grab a pencil. This will make this easier. You can see that these like side skirt things start at her waist underneath the bodice and go to, what is that? You'd say her ankle, give or take. So they're fairly long. And they're shaped oddly because if we move the outfit just a little, you can see that it is a straight line that goes straight down the middle with like a divot, like a little keyhole in the center. And then it like has a hook. So like, hang on. I know they have it down here in the bottom corner. Thank you, Dragalia Archive, for ripping these models and breaking them down. So you can see it right here, kind of, where it's like it's almost a straight line, and like here on the top, it's cut out. It like it's missing like the little divot. You can see where that silver and blue piece is right there. But and then this just goes straight up with that little like notch right here. So that's what we're gonna try and pattern today. Because once I have the general breakdown and like measurements of it like this, I can transfer it over to the butcher paper that we got, that was gifted to me off my throne, and put it onto the dress form, which is right here. I am grabbing the titty disrespectfully and get some of those measurements. Hang on. I had to adjust the bra on the dress form. It was freaking my brain out. I was like, my boobies don't hang that low. Which is always a goofy thing to say. But, so let me grab, I literally just had it. Where did it go? I had a measuring tape that I was using to like measure the lengths of these on the dress form, and now I can't find it. Which, I mean, is kind of how it works. Hang on, let me find my measuring tape. Where did it go? I like just had it. This is true Lain fashion. Oh, it's right here. I found it. Oh god, I'm sore. Okay, so we said we wanted to start it at the waist. I do not have a very long waist. So I'm gonna measure. Obviously, you cannot see any of this. I'm gonna measure from my underbust, so like right under where like the underwire of a bra would be, to where my waist is. About right here. Okay. So that's about 4.5, 5 inches. That measurement doesn't look right. Hang on. Okay, maybe it is. Okay. My dress form and I are having a talk. We're gonna measure from the waist of my dress form down to about where the ankles would be. So my waist is right here. We'd say down to the ankle, I'd say probably about right here. So that is 35 inches, give or say? 35 inches. Okay. So, waist to ankle. I'm gonna do this in pen so you guys can see what I'm doing. So, 35 inches. My handwriting is awful. Do not just perceive. So, if that is the case, let's move Herta again, and we're gonna flip her, I think it was right here. It doesn't go all the way around in any way. So these like dark parts are only on the sides, and they don't meet in the back. So like you can see here, they start like where you'd imagine this seam line for the princess seam on her bodice goes. So like, I need another thingy so I can show y'all. It's annoying. We're gonna get creative. We're gonna get creative. Just. We're gonna get real creative here. Let's see how well this works. And if this works, cool. And if it doesn't work, I'll figure it out. I'm getting silly. I'm usually silly, but like I'm gonna get real silly with this because I gotta find something to make this work for my brain in a way that like makes sense in context. You know? I need an arrow. Transparent arrow image. Just give me the image, dang it. It's fighting me. It's like, I don't want to give you the arrow. And I'm like, but please, sir, I need the arrow. Don't know why I was suddenly a depraved old child. Okay, hang on. Arrow. Browse. Oh, that's massive. I don't need it to be that big. Okay, hold on a minute. There we go. Okay, cool. Now I can show y'all what I'm talking about, and I feel a little less stupid. All right. So you can see here at where the princess seam is. So like this curvy bit that comes down from the breast cup. Right here. You can see that the dark pieces here, they stop at this seam. But here's the kicker. This is not part of the same piece. This is part of this like, give me my arrow. This ruffly bit right here. So we have to go even further back for this main piece. So let's set my arrow here while I figure out a good side view without her arms. So it looks like it would start, I'd say, maybe at where like the corner of the breast cup is. So it goes straight up into the breast cup. That makes sense from looking at it. And in the back, since it's got like... is there a good way, like without the butt bows and stuff in the way? No? Okay, cool. Well, that's annoying. So it does look like it admits where like the princess seams in the back would be. So that gives us that. We're going to leave the arrow here while we work. Gonna stop dragging things around. Okay, cool. Boop, 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 boop. Herta, you can stay right there. So then we need to think about where on the pattern we need to stop it. So on a waist, we're gonna just assume that the breast cup is right here and it doesn't need to start here. So we'll measure here. Oh, this is weird looking. Okay, hold on. None of this is making any sense to me. This goes straight down. I'm not going to drag that image. I'm going to drag mine so I can see it on my end. That's a little wonky. Because it's straight back in the back. So, okay. Let's get a little creative here. Let's get a little creative. It is 35 inches. So let us do... Oh, so you can see my poor beaten ruler. I thought it would be smart to try and get some of this house paint off my ruler with some acetone, and instead I melted off part of the ruler. So guess who doesn't have a ruler anymore? I'm smart, y'all. Okay, so let me think. I think that is 3.5. So we are going to mark at its lowest point. It needs to be there. So here at 0, 3.5 inches. We'll consider this 35 inches. Whether or not this works or not, I'm gonna have to figure it out. It's gonna be a lot of sketching and a lot of being angry, admittedly. Also going to mix up my drink real quick, because I have a thirst. Mini Lane, technically this is what I really look like. I am all of 2 feet tall. I am small, and I am a doll. This is in all technicality, this is my real form. When I'm in my bigger form, that's just me with the magic. Ah. Oh, I let this get warm. Blech. It's not bad, but I can drink it. The drink of choice right now because tummy is upsetty. So we're gonna see if we can try and figure this out. This is, let me cap the pen so it doesn't dry. That is supposed to be the trim from 35 inches. So that is this long piece right here that goes all the way down. I should not have done it. I should not have written on this side. I should have written on the other side. I'm intelligent. Son of a fork. Do I have an eraser? Okay, this eraser sucks. We're not gonna talk about that. Right? Don't you just love the English language? I'm kidding, I hate it. So then, we'll use... Oh, I have to do math. Hang on. I have to do math. I hate math. I don't want to do math. But Lain, sewing's nothing but math. Shut up, I know. Measure my waist. Okay, so what I need, I don't need the circumference, because I know the circumference, like all the way around, is 31. I need, is it the radius? Is that the word I'm looking for? I've been out of school for so long. Yes, I need the radius, except not. I'm making this way more complicated than it should be. So I just need 31 divided by 4. And I don't feel like it. Hey Siri, what is 31 divided by 4?
31 divided by 4 is 7.75.
Thank you.
No problem.
Can't believe I just did that. Can. So, okay. If we are going to, I'm just going to grab a circle here. Obviously, this is not going to be accurate because people are not perfectly circular. That is not how a body works. I just need a quick... Ow! What the fork? I'm behaving! Oh, it's leaf. Never mind. That's not a circle. I need a circle. Do I not have to circle anything over here? This is gonna be too big, but I'm gonna use it. So I have my little HERTA token right here. It's also not circular because it's cut at the top. Son of a biscuit hammer. Hang on. We use the pom-pom token. Alright, pom-pom. As I mess up, it's fine. Everything is fine. Cool. Now we have a circle. So of the circle, I'm getting real creative. Don't perceive me here. But it looks like the circle is... Okay, I'm going to do this in centimeters because this makes it so much easier to actually see it. 6.5? Does that look right? 6.5 all the way around? Yeah, 6.5. Cool. So... 6.5. 1, 2, 3. So like right here is the middle, give or take. It's totally off, but that's fine. In cross section, probably a little closer. Since human bodies aren't like perfectly shaped, you can't really use shapes like that to really like define what your body looks like. Bodies just don't work that way. It's very wonky. Honestly, this method's probably not gonna work either. But for what my brain is doing, it's gonna work just fine. Because when you make a circle skirt, this is what you're gonna do. So right now... What am I doing? Well, right now what I'm doing is I'm just gonna sketch. And we're gonna sketch what feels good in our heart. That one knows how, since... Ooh? Wait, which one is that one? You're making my brain hurt. Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad it has finally been spoken, so I'm not sitting here like screaming into the abyss, not being able to say anything. Are we allowed to say anything? Can I say anything about it? Like, can I say it right now on stream? So that way, like, people can, like, congratulate. So, I'm extremely bloody excited. This has been going on for a hot minute now. I remember when Leaf here, Wandering Leaf, was super nervous because he'd met this really cute person and was like, ha ha ha, I really like them. I don't know what to do. Ah ha ha. And this was a bit ago. This was being discussed back on Aomi's streams forever ago, and all of us were like, Leaf, shut up and do it. Just shut up and do it. And as of like last week, give or take, it might have been a little late, like longer than that because I've slept since then, but they're engaged! Ah! Congratulations, Leaf! Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying again. Oh, I'm gonna start freaking crying. When he messaged me, I literally started crying. I was like, because I'm so happy for you. It's a good cry. I remember when y'all got together, and like, I'm sorry, but there's something really just comfy about being like, yeah, those are people I know who got engaged. That's cute as fuck, and I'm excited. Now I'm crying again. What the fork, man? It's a good thing. Fuck, you're gonna make me cry again? Good! Cry harder, coward! Congratulations, Butsy! It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Oh my god, I'm all sorts of emotional now. If you're going to the wedding, are you gonna be the flower? Oi! I'm not that little. What the fuck? I'm little. I ain't that little. Which is funny, actually, now that you say that. So, the last wedding I went to... Actually, no, the second to last wedding I went to. I had to think about it because I went to another wedding since then. The second to last wedding I went to... I call it a Final Fantasy XIV wedding. It wasn't actually Final Fantasy XIV, but I'd met these people in Final Fantasy XIV. And... Yeah, get Calliope to carry the rings. She would... I don't even know how Callie would handle that many people. But, they made a joke. They're like, Lain, watch, you're gonna wear the Nier dress. And I was like, bet. So I wore my Nier, the Yorha Type 51 dress of casting. Dress to the wedding. With, like, the super high leg slit and everything. They're like, oh my god, Lain, I didn't think you'd actually do it. And I was like, you know me well enough to know, if you give me an idea... I'm probably gonna follow through if it's within my means and not, like... Like, not, you know, against rules and stuff. Like, gotta be polite about it still, you know? Like, I'm sassy. We all know I'm sassy. But, like, if you give me an idea that I actually have the capability of pulling off, yeah, I'm probably gonna do it. How many times have y'all made a joke, and then, oh no, Lane's actually followed through with the joke? The answer's a very high amount. Oh, wait, really? Wait, are you... Wait, the funny, you have a favorite... Fuck. Oh my god, I'm not crying, you are. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm a sap, and stuff like that makes me so emotional and so happy. I'm so excited for you, Leaf. You don't even know. You don't even know. Yeah, when I was dead, that flight sucked. I'm still working on trying to get to Offkai. Because I know, like, everyone and their brother's trying to get to Offkai. Alright, now the biggest issue is, flights. Hang on, I'm gonna, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna see what flights to Offkai would be right now if I booked them. Offkai's in San Jose, right? Yeah, it's in San Jose. And I know it's in June. It's in June, right? Fork, when is Offkai? June, I was right. Go me. That is March. That is not June. Click to click. To click. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, no, of course. Weddings take a lot of effort to plan. So one of my best friends IRL, who's not into VTubers or anything, many years ago, she asked me to be her maid of honor. And so we put in an exuberant amount of work planning this wedding. So I know exactly how much goes into wedding planning. Like even before like working on that wedding for my friend, I'm very familiar with working on weddings because I worked in a floral department for a hot minute. And so the amount of work that goes into weddings, both timing and like actual coordination, absolutely insane. So mad props. I mean, you kind of already have color schemes to go off of by default when you think about see, that's almost 7, so we're gonna go the fact that, oh, are those connected? Oh, fuck me, those are connected. Are you kidding me? Oh, they are. Like your, what, the color of your engagement and wedding rings? Also, I got distracted. I was looking at flights. I should probably finish doing that before I get distracted. Oh, ew. Oh, please tell me you're kidding. So if I leave for Offkai and get there the Thursday and leave Monday, the getting there is nosebleed hours. That sucks. Everything about that sucks. They're both nosebleeds, in and out. To get to Offkai, right meow, would cost me about $470, and that's just the plane flight. And like the flight out would leave my home at 8 a.m. The flight out of San Jose would leave at 7:25 a.m., which means, you know, getting to the airport and all that jazz, you know, 2 hours early. That's 6 and 5 a.m. Your doll's already bad enough for sleep as it is. Like, they're not awful, but they're not good. Oh, this means these numbers are off. Exactly. So flights out of Texas are really bad, which is why I always struggle with the idea of, like, trying to go to cons and visit people. Because getting out of Texas is extremely not cheap. Now, I can handle airline schedules. That doesn't bother me at all. It's the getting to the event is the hard part. Because for whatever reason, flights out of Texas are absolutely abysmal. So then, let's angle this right here. Doll Carter. You can be trusted to wheel your unconscious body to where it be. I mean, at that point, yeah. Just stick me in like a suitcase, kind of like Melfina from Outlaw Star. That's how that works, right? Yeah, Texas. So I discovered recently that the reason why flights in and out of Texas suck so bad cost-wise is because we're surrounded by all of the mountains. So like Texas to California, we have to get over the Rocky Mountains and from like a really weird angle. Whereas like if you're going from the East Coast to the West Coast or West Coast to East Coast, it's way easier for some reason. I was taught this by like a flight friend of mine. And they're like, yeah, it has to do with like flight planning and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, that doesn't make any sense to me, but if it makes sense to you and this is your profession, then I trust you. Still makes me angry. Mountains are supposed to contain the Texans inside them. No, it never does. Hi, Di. How you doing? Am I gonna go this right? Or is this gonna look real goofy? Oh, wait. Am I big brain on accident? There's no way I'm this big brain on accident. No. Yo, I think I am. Oh my goodness. Millennial AFs at LSC Utah. Welcome to the dollhouse. Working on more cosplay stuff? Exactly. We are working on trying to like plot out the base schematics for Herta's like side skirts right here. And it's a lot of weird math. So I'm doing it on a small scale so that way once I have like the general understanding of how of these measurements, I'll be able to transition it over to butcher paper to do the big pattern and put it on my dress form. It's the problem is the getting to that point, however. That was pretty close. Spent most of my time cleaning up my living room so I can test some. Ooh. Also, okay, so I have never played a Yakuza game. What does this mean? Are you save scumming a gacha in the game? Huh? And yes, I know, wild, but I of all people have never played a gacha. Who knew something? Talking to Lain or my dad? Honestly, yeah. A lot of my friends like to make the joke. They're like, Lain, what don't you know? And I was like, I don't know everything. I only know what I know. And then they get mad at me for quoting Bakemonogatari at them. They're like, Lain, why are you like this? And I'm like, that's close enough. That's close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. I think this angle is wrong. That looks better. That looks better. Hi, Ty. They have a minigame that's basically a monster collection, being over recruiting the creeps and weirdos you fight to make a sort of Pokemon team. Oh. Okay, so yeah, let me read. She wants us to wear each other's color for the wedding. She wants to wear black and green. I'd like to have black and purple. Ooh. Oh, so she's not gonna have a traditional white wedding dress? Oh, that's gonna be gorgeous. I love non-traditional weddings like that. It's like the last one I went to, the dress code for the wedding party, like guests, was black. Everyone had to wear black. And then like the bride and groom were in black and white. And it made the bride stand out even harder. It was gorgeous. I think this looks good. So here comes the hard part, figuring out the measurements. So we know that this long line right here is supposed to be 35 some odd inches. Oh yeah, there's no way in hell you're doing traditional. So here's a quick, easy tip. If you want to keep your flowers, have all of your bouquets and like arrangement centerpieces made with fake flowers. It'll cost you way less and you'll get to keep them. And for anyone in the bridal party, like groomsmen and bridesmaids and all of that, you will have a nice, easy, like cute souvenir, like a keepsake from the wedding. Big brain, big brain. No, this is totally not coming from the fact that I hated doing wedding. I loved doing wedding flowers, do not get me wrong. But I hated doing them last minute because the amount of times that people would like come in because they got their flowers done too early for the wedding and so they died made me violent. Like, you know when your wedding date is. Don't start making your bouquets and all your floral stuff too soon. Leaf, feel free to hit me up. I can hit you. I worked in weddings for like 4 years. Especially on the floral and like coordination design. I love wedding planning. And now you can actually have black roses. Uh-huh. So, okay. This needs to be about 35. We know a quarter of the way around my waist is about 7.75 inches. This is not accurate because this is not how human bodies work. So like we know from here to here, is 7.75. Cool. This is not how this works. Nobody come for me for my math or my god-awful attempts at patterning. This is just how my brain knows this to work. I'd have to talk to him about it. I wouldn't be able to be a full coordinator, but I can at least help you with things. And give, like, insight and tips and such. Like, there was one wedding that I did work for where it was a nerd wedding, and I had to make an entire playlist of music for while people were getting there and getting seated before the actual procession started. It was really fun. And so, like, getting to play all of the music and decide the playlist, and then, like, the last song was very blatantly, obviously, "Oi, sit the fuck down, y'all. The party's about to start." It was a lot of fun. Okay, so this is 7.5. So 7.75. So we're gonna. God, I hate math so much. So that's 3.5 is 7. How do I get 775? Fuck. I'm so bad at this. Calculator, come here. I don't feel like doing actual math right now. This is what a calculator is for. Okay, 3.875. I was like, I know it's gonna be 8 something, but my math was not mathing. Hit me down, hit me up, and I'll see what I can help you with. So then this is 3.5. So I need in the middle of those numbers. Fork. Why do I keep putting the calculator down? So I'm just gonna do 2. We're gonna estimate it and just be a little goofy guy. That from here to here is 2. 2. So 2. That's assuming I'm doing this right, and I'm probably not. I'm gonna, this is all gonna get completely changed when I get it to the bigger fabric. This is just figuring it out here. So this is 35. How tall do we want this? It's a pretty steep mark from where, like, the bottom tip hits to where that hits. So let's grab that measuring tape once more. Wherever I somehow put it, right next to me. I'm paying attention. So, alright, we're gonna hold this right here. What looks good? So, 35 is where the longest point is. 30 is too steep. No, I think 30 is actually perfect. I think 30 would actually be perfect. Like a 5-inch. I would love that. Oh no, this is not a kick-ass ruler. This is actually destroyed. I was talking about it at the start of stream. So I used it to help, like, paint part of my kitchen. And so this is all, like, wall paint, like actual housing paint that, like, destroyed my my ruler, and I tried to get it off with acetone, and I ended up melting the ruler, so I can barely see it anymore. Oh yeah, no, it's supposed to be pretty flowers. It is not anymore. Also, TG, Leaf, I would love to. If given that honor, I would adore to. I'm gonna start crying again. Yeah, that's why I put a whole selection of I put a whole new selection of rulers and stuff on my throne because I destroyed this ruler. It is like the last actual ruler I own. I have a bunch of measuring tapes, but oh, I knocked the camera around. Whoopsie poopsie. But they're wiggly. You can't really use a wiggly, like, measuring tape for, like, something solid. Like, you can, but it's not gonna work very well, you know? You know? Gonna drink more of my glug juice. And restart the music because it's about to end. It's fun. It would not be the first wedding I've sung at either. There was a wedding I went to 9 years ago. 9 years ago. And it was actually the same wedding I was the maid of honor at. She asked me to sing at her wedding, and this was a very nerdy, weeby anime wedding. And so for her wedding, she had me sing from Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. I sang the ending theme song. Heaven, please sing for me a song alive. Heaven, take me into your eyes. There's no place here for me to hide. Dry my eyes? I don't remember the lyrics. I have not heard that song in eons. What is that song even called anymore? Panty and Stocking. Ending lyrics. Fallen Angel. That's right. Hide My Cries. Oh, I was close. So close, so close. And it's you that I believe in. So close, but far away, so far I can't touch. I'll hold on, 'cause it's you I love so dearly. No rain, the storm, and all is done. Caress me with your sweet lullaby. Season 2 officially confirmed. Season 2 officially confirmed. Also, hi, Stella. When is Season 2 supposed to be hitting? Sometime this year. I'm excited. A million years late. Like, 15 years? 15 years. God. If they, honestly, if they keep up with it and have it start running in October again, to be the actual 15-year anniversary, that would be wild. Because the season, episode 1 aired October 1st, 2010. And they, like, they announced season 2 on, like, the OST for it. It was, like, some, like, talking track, and then it was just never touched again. It was, like, hinted at. And then it just never went anywhere. So let's see. If this is 30, so then half of it's going to be 15. And I feel like half is too much, so a little over 15. So put this at, like, 10 down, maybe? We'll probably put this at, like, I'd say, let's do little higher than that, so a little higher. So yeah, so let's do 12. Because this is like, my sketch is not accurate. My sketch is just figuring things out based off of like what is right here. So we'll go to this here, 12. The other half is 18. I think that'll look good, like, because it'll look nice and organic. Because then, like, this part right here is where it's going to get that really awkward, like... Where does it start? It starts below this. Oh, fuck. What? Oh, it is really low. So, like, right here, I guess. So this is where this, like... circle is going to be put, and it's not going to be a full circle, and this is where it's going to get gathered to make that like ruffle. So, like, you can kind of see the vision here. It's hard to do without like ruffling it, and honestly now I'm going to show you because I'm crazy. I just need to grab some scissors. Oh, I'm too sore for this. She's so good. Oh, Stella! Stella, you should hit me up on Discord so I can send you all my Star Rail stuff so I can help you and like just carry you through anything. I got you, baby girl. I love it so much. I'd never thought I was going to get into Star Rail because I hate Genshin. So I just absolutely do not like Genshin. And then Star Rail grabbed me by the face and said, "Guess what?" And I was like, "Well, fuck. I guess I'm in." Yeah, she did time out. Her banner did end. So now you gotta wait for the re-roll, the rerun. Alright, so now I'm gonna see if I can fold this. Star Rail's insanely good and I'm upset about it. So it looks like there's 2 pleats. So then... perfect that almost is. Look how perfect that actually almost is. What the fuck? Like, obviously, because I just threw a circle on here. It's going to be the same principle. So what you do is you do, like, a tapered circle skirt. So, like, the thing to done this correctly, I should have, like, folded a circle in half and then found, like, the half and put the half marker on here. So I can do it on the other side to show y'all. Like, I'm just gonna yoink this real quick. And do this right here. And see if it'll be a bit more accurate. Now, Star Rail has ended up taking over my life, and I'm not upset about it because it's genuinely really, really good. Mocha! Hello, Mocha! My other Herta lover. My Herta friend. I'm gonna cut this circle out so I can kind of show you what I'm doing. I'm also really excited. So hang on. I will wait till this ad is over, and then I will discuss what I was about to discuss. Because TGM is already aware. Because TGM was there on Saturday when I came in clutch and rescued Pam. Yeah, we get Valentine's Day. The Valentine's date. How do you keep the fabric in place? For which in particular? The ruffle that I'm about to show you? So I know exactly how to answer your question. Yes. Okay, cool. I will tell you in just a second once I cut this out. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. The 3.1 and then the 3.2 drip marketing. Okay, so the plan for how to keep this ruffle in place will be as follows. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to do something really silly. This is not going to make any sense to any of you. Gotta figure out. I'm trying to remember exactly how to do this. Yeah, I love, look, spinning is fun in my Nesoberi form. I just turn into a Beyblade and it confuses everybody. Confuses even me, honestly. So this probably isn't accurate. But, oh, this super is not accurate. What did I do? I know how to do what I'm doing, and I suddenly just cannot remember how to do it. Hang on. How to pattern. Wait, no, I know what to do. I know what to do. Hang on. As if for whatever reason, my brain just completely forgot how to do what I was doing, even though I know how to do it, because I'm good at it. Scrolling. Okay. Stairs. Like this. Oh, I was doing it right. Frick yeah. The lengths won't match because this is just me like kind of putzing it around. So imagine this is these are the right measurements, and then you'd put it here, and because it is like a circle, it gives you more leeway to gather it, and it makes like this really pretty like waterfall effect in the fabric. Like waterfall's not the right word here, but it's the word I'm going to be using because shut up. So you can kind of see it here. And it's just, and this is all from a single circle. Oh yeah, cosplay takes an insane amount of math. Honestly, the smarter way to do this probably would have been the other thing I was looking at doing. And I'm gonna, it's just, hi Pom Pom. I'm gonna borrow you. It was like, take the circle, like in the half circle, use and then gather it, because that's kind of what I did here. And see how like that sits almost perfectly to where those like ruffles are. So the way that all of these ruffles are gonna keep their gather is they're gonna be attached to a waistband. So up here at the top where the bodice and the skirts meet, I'm going to have a waistband underneath the like bodice and corset bit that holds all of like the skirts together. So that's been one of the things that I've been kind of finagling with the idea of how I want to do that, because I think to minimize weight and like bulk at the waist, what I'm probably going to do is on Herta, she has the dark blue layer. So we're gonna just go to dark blue layer, she's got the light purple layer, and then she has the white layer. And those are the 3 layers. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Everyone's back. So I talked about it a little bit on Pam's stream, but I finally finished a metaphor. Had a blast. Cried really freaking hard. Way harder than I expected to. Absolutely loved every second of it. Would willingly do it again. But yeah, to answer your question, there's gonna be a waistband, and I'm theorizing. I'm gonna drag Herta back over. Need to find like a good shot that shows kind of like all the layers. I guess looking at her butt is gonna be a good way to look at it. I'm gonna grab my arrow. So there's this dark blue outer layer, which is this right here with the like the blue and the gray. Then there's this light purple inner layer. And then there's this like white skirt on the inside. So my theory, we're gonna drag her back over, is I'm going to have the dark blue layers attached as like its own like belt of sorts, kind of like a utility belt. So there'll be like a waistband that has just these pieces on it. And then for the skirt here and this light purple layer, I'm thinking I'll have that in the waistband of the white skirt. So that's all connected. The problem is now that I'm saying that and looking at it, her outfit isn't conducive for that. And what I mean is it looks like the white and purple ruffle parts. Oh, never mind. I'm good. We're cool. Yeah, that's gonna work perfect. Yeah, so it'll be the dark blue layer, which will have its own like belt of sorts. The light purple layer into the white layer will get to share a waistband. And then there is like the bodice layer on top. So you have like your bodice. You get the, I'm gonna call it the D belt. So the dark blue layer with the belt. Then it's gonna be the light purple layer with the skirt. And that's what's gonna like comprise the main like body of the outfit. Oh, there's a lot of math that goes into cosplay. And like once I get to start transitioning this to the butcher paper, it's going to make way more sense, and I'll be able to put it on the dress form, and you'll see it in like actual like schematic. Oh, it's incredibly complicated. Like people don't tend to realize just how complicated cosplay can be if you're not making it yourself. Like one of the things, a lot of people these days buy cosplay. No harm against it. I buy cosplay if I'm too freaking lazy to make it, or if I think it's out of my capability of making it, or once again, lazy. Big yawn. For this is like this is gonna be our first really big like stream build, and I'm really excited about it because I absolutely love doing big builds, and I haven't done a big build in a long time. And I want to put in all of the effort I physically can to be able to ensure a nice teaching process for you guys. But if it goes well, maybe I'll compete at a con in this. like, why not? I think it'd be really cool. The marine one's a good example of buying versus making, because I could have very easily made marine with no issue, but at the cost of making versus buying, that's something else that I tend to keep in mind. So if it's like a uniform outfit or something like the Star Rail outfits, for example, buying them a lot of the time will be way cheaper than buying all the materials to make the damn things. Because certain fabrics are already gonna be really difficult to source as it is. Like, just getting these swatches for Herta is already a big step. There is so freaking much that goes into making it. Exactly. So you have to think about time. You have to think about cost. There's a reason why people who do cosplay commissions charge so freaking much, because you also have to take into time your actual, like, work hours on it. Are you, like, that's the reason why I've never really done cosplay commissions, even though I easily could, is because, first off, I'm lazy. I don't want to make shit for other people unless I absolutely have to, or, like, if it's part of a big group, because I've definitely done that more times than I want to admit. But also, charging people for what my time is worth is really difficult, because I don't like charging people for what my time is worth unless I absolutely have to. I'm bad at charging people when I do voice work for friends. And I'm like, you're my friend. I don't want to charge you. Now, if it's for a commercial thing, that's a whole other business. But like, if it's like something goofy, then no, I don't want to. It's hard. Exactly. But it's a big process that I'm very, very happy with. It's just taking a lot of time and effort. Like, Herta, I had anticipated being done a while ago. Unfortunately, the world said no. Ow. I know, I'm much better than I used to be about it. But, I'm very excited to get this project finally underway. Like, now that I have the dress form and, like, my office rearranged, I'll actually be able to do more of this. I wanted to actually try and sit down and try to do this on the butcher paper, but to set up the camera and the microphone to do it, I have to be on the floor. And the risk of not only heavily doxing myself, but also sounding good to you guys, I'm not compromising quality to be able to teach you guys something when I can just teach you like this and then go back to the Herta thread in the channel to, like, really elaborate it. Because, like, there'd be a lot of me pretty much crawling on my knees, doing all this sketching, and if I didn't angle the camera correctly, it'd be a whole lot of my ass in your face. And I know a lot of you guys aren't going to complain about that, because, I mean, lame booty's pretty nice. But, Twitch wouldn't like that. Twitch would not like that. So the process of working on Herta is taking way longer than I want to admit. But it means, like, now that I'm putting, like, more time and, like, effort into it, it actually has more weight to it, and I can put way more detail and love into it. And especially now that I have the new blades for my cutter, I can actually use it to do some of these really weird, intricate, like, squiggles and swerves once I get a vector made of it. So that way I can just cut it out on a vinyl machine and get that all, like, overlaid. Actually, we're gonna do something really silly. Huh? Oh, my thumb cannot bend that way. So y'all can see just how tiny my hand is. Tee-hee. And if you remember what I'm doing and why I'm doing it... Ow. Why is my hand so small? I can't even see. What is that? That's not even 6 inches! It's not even 6 inches! What the fuck? Hang on. Because the paint's in the way, so you can't really like, see the measurements. Like where this is 6. And you can see the 0 right here. That's barely 6. What the fuck? I'm little. So why did I just draw this? Does anyone remember why I just drew this extremely sussy looking hand? Astral Thorn, welcome to the dollhouse. No, not for the hand on her outfit. For the hand around her throat where she has to choke herself out. Her collar is literally a hand. Hang on, where's my hand? Where's my... There you go. This goes around her neck. She's literally choking herself out. And it's really silly to me. Because you see this, and you see this, and you go, girl, you into some kinky shit. Hi, Thorn, congrats! Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying again. I'm gonna start crying again. Oh, I don't want to start crying again, but I might. So this might not be totally accurate, because obviously my hand cannot bend the way that, like, it needs to. Your hand is too small to go around your Shh, it's it's fine! You know what? I'm gonna cut this out now. I'm gonna cut this out now just to spite you. And see if I can actually wrap this around my own throat. I'm not gonna, like, cut it out in, like, full detail. This is mostly just to, like, get the shape of it. Because there's just something really funny about, like, hey, how did you make this part of your outfit? Oh, I choked myself out. What? That's a Pam level clip if I've ever heard one. I love Pam so much. Us crying. She's like, I know I'm breaking my I'm not working Sundays rule, but look at all this super cool stuff I found. And I was like, Pam, you're so right. Let's scream about it. And then we screamed about it. So obviously you guys aren't going to be able to see this. So, like, technically it doesn't go all the way around her throat. So let me see if I can, like, I have it pulled up on my own. There isn't... There really isn't a way for me to, like, show you it. So you can kind of see it right here. This is the thumb and these are, like, the fingers. So they don't meet in the back, but they do, like, at least wrap around. This arrow was one of the greatest things I've ever decided to add to my stream. So if this works, cool. If not, I may have to ask one of my friends with like, bigger hands. Be like, hey, it's gonna be really embarrassing, but can you wrap your hand around my throat to see if it's big enough so I can use it as a pattern? And they'll be like, Lain, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I promise it's not for anything sussy. It's literally for this pattern. I promise. And then they'll look and they'll be like, why am I not even surprised? And I'm like, you really shouldn't be at this point. All right, so here's my hand. I'm wrapping it around my neck. Okay, that super did not work. Okay. How little my hand is! That looks so little! Okay, I'm embarrassed by my hand. So I'm curious. I don't think my printer is plugged in right now, and I need to plug it back in. And I don't know... Is the collar not part of the outfit? It is, but it's a separate choker. Like, it is an entirely separate choker. What I'm probably going to do is cut out, like, digitally, and enhance the size of that, and then, like, print it? That sounds like a smart thing to do. That sounds way less sussy than asking my friend to, like, wrap their hand around my neck. I can't believe I just said that. I mean, I can. No one should be surprised. We all know I'm a little goblin. I am a gremlin. I am gremlin. Do you not have a soft measuring tape? So the problem is it's not, it has nothing to do with the measuring tape. It is literally her collar, like her physical like outfit, like the choker itself is a hand. It is literally a hand. So I was hoping I could just use a hand as a pattern to go around my neck. Because it's just a hand. I gotta hand it to you. But my hand is too small. Hang on. I'm cutting it out. This is way more effort doing this than it really should be, but no one should be surprised that I am willing to do insane things for cosplay. And if anyone is surprised, hi, my name's LainBlanc and I'm crazy and I have an absurd amount of dedication I put into my craft. You can't see it right now because I'm doing everything digitally on another screen. I will show y'all in a second. For it to completely wrap around your neck, is the hand choker is bigger than an actual human hand. So it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna once I cut this out, it'll make way more sense as to like what this looks like, and you'll be like, oh, I see it now, and I'll be like, yeah. Okay, export as hand. Okay. Image. Add source. Add new source. Browse. So this right here is the hand that has to go around my throat. This is what goes around, like, this is what makes the choker, and then, like, right here, where, like, this, like, dip, oh, it's up top, hang on, I need to switch them, there we go, so, like, right here is where, like, her neckerchief comes out, so there's, like, a little, like, ruffle that goes right here, so this is the middle of the neck, right here, this is the middle of what goes around your neck, and then the rest of it is what wraps around. And so, like, on the back is... That's the palm and the other end. Yeah, so this is the thumb and this is the arm. And these are your fingies. Like, it kind of looks like... I am not that... I mean, I am that flexible. I'm not that flexible. It looks kind of like... It's funky is what it is. Like, it looks like someone is literally just grabbing and choking. Hands can't bend that way. Hands do not bend that direction. Yeah, all this just for her choker. This is just for her choker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this printed out onto a piece of paper. And then use that for a pattern. That's really the only way to be able to figure out what the fork I'm looking at here, you know? Because unfortunately, a lot of where I am with Herta is entirely waiting on fabric. And until the fabric is here, I can't really do anything. I think, I don't know where I saved it. I need to find the file. I think Narcy actually made me a file for the hands? Let me double check. I think he did end up vectoring like one of the normal hands that you see like on the hat. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm scrolling. I might be blind. Okay, we know I'm blind, but I might be blind. Oh, yes, here it is. Oh, but it doesn't work for the hands on the outfit because it's shaped differently. It'll work for the thigh piece, so maybe I'll be able to do that on the thigh. Which, honestly, is a good step up. Because making that thigh piece is going to be really entertaining. I'm going to be real with y'all. What was I sent? But it's gonna be a lot of steps. It's gonna be a lot of steps and a lot of stuff that we'll never get to see the light of day, because a lot of things that I'm just gonna have to do off stream because hi, puppy. Because it's just not safe to show on stream, and I'd rather not get bonked for trying to be, you know, accurate to the costume. So yeah, I gotta get this printed and then put on fabric and go from there. I need to measure that from like the tip of the the fingy to like where that like gold dot is, like here to here. I need to measure what that needs to be around my neck. Exactly. Like, I'm not uncomfortable showing things, but also considering the nature of constantly taking things off and putting things back on to try them on, there's a lot of unscrupulous activity happening. That's why whenever I'm cosplaying or like working on cosplay, I'm usually just sitting around in my underwear. And yeah, that's a whole other kit and caboodle of stuff. What will the gold pieces be? Do you want the honest answer? Do you want the honest answer? Because I'll show you. I bought them already. I just don't have the paint for them yet. You want the honest answer? Okay, cool. Also, I need to write down 13. Googly eyes. 100% they're going to be googly eyes. Because they are the perfect little round bead that fits perfectly in place of all those little like gold like dots and raised pieces. So I just need gold paint and paint them and seal them. But it'll also sound really nice when I walk. So every time I walk, yeah, there'll be the rivets. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, googly eyes. Also, I found these and I need to send it. Oh, I don't know where they went. They might be over there. But I have like giant googly eyes too. Okay, let's get the hand out of the way. Gotta hand it to you. Wait, is this gonna work? It kind of works. So yeah. I was holding yeah. Holding hands on stream? That's lewd. Egads. I am also excited because once I visit my friend and get the dark fabric from her, I'll actually really be able to get this underway and get working on this. Like, I have so many ideas to really make this look super nice and pretty, and a lot of it has actually stemmed from just stream today. Because, like, this midnight blue and the lavender together look really, really pretty. And then, like, the crepe back white for all the detailing. Like, I know I definitely need to order these 4 fabrics for the outfit. I just don't know if I need to order anything else. Let me look at the outfit. Yeah, I ended up deciding with the lavender because the lavender, when you put it next to a dark fabric, looks less pink. So, like, next to another purple, it stands out and makes it look really pink. But when you put it with a dark fabric, the colors, like, blend better. So, like, see these next to each other? I think it just stands out better, you know? So I know at bare minimum need to order... I don't need to order the Pot de Soie white. Do I need to order Pot de Soie regular white? Let's find out. I do not. I don't need to order the Pot de Soie white. I will want to order the crepe back in white, because the crepe back I can use for the white on the other underhand of the hat, as well as the underskirt and, like, all her ruffles. And since it's, like... it gathers really well. It'll be really pretty. I decided against the lilac because it's too dark for most of the outfit. And what parts of it I do need this dark, I can just potentially airbrush. The gray ended up being way too dark for most of the outfit. Like, it's perfect for, like, this detailing right here. But, like, at that point, I can just use something else. And this purple ended up way too purple. So this does not work out. So I know at bare minimum need to order... the midnight blue, because I really like this for, like, the inside, like the side blue parts. Super pretty, super pretty. I don't need a lot of it. I think I need maybe like a yard and a half. So this one won't be too difficult. The crepe back I'm going to need a lot of. The silver will work really, really, really pretty, both as a lining for the bodice, as well as the under part of the black bits. So I'm gonna need a lot of the silver, actually. And then the lavender also works for the purple layers, as well as the wait, do I need both purples? Hold on. Hold the front door. I think I actually need both purples. Oh my god, I need both purples. I actually need both of these purples. One for the lining and one for the outer part. What, the front door? Okay, well. So I need to order at least these 5 fabrics for Herta. I want to die. Crepe back? Can I reach? Exactly. It's so the crepe back satin and the matte the Pot de Soie, they're just different types of fabric, and that's why. So these swatches will tell you what they are, and they give you like a little sampler of the fabric, and it tells you their GSM, so it's the grams per square meter. So it tells you the weight of the fabric. So like the crepe back is 150, so it's lighter, easier to work with. But then like the Pot de Soie is 185, and you can see like a stark difference as to like the weights of the fabric. The hard part is in the end is going to be figuring out how much of each I'm going to need to order. The midnight blue is the one I'm going to need the least amount of, because this is mostly for detailing, because I'm in love with the sheen. It's like this purpley blue, super pretty. It'll look really, really nice with like a heat and bond on the back, and then like ironed in place to the dark fabric for the sides, and it'll have just that pretty little sheen whenever the light hits it. Like, that's so pretty. The white I need for all of like the ruffly bits and all the pretty stuff. This is too blue. Like, this is too blue, because like I know they said that this black is all purple. It's just a really dark purple. But like I'm kind of leaning towards just using black. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm super leaning towards just using black, but I gotta see what that fabric my friend has is first. I do officially need both purples. And I'll show you why. Let's grab her right here. So right here, the outer part of the skirt is dark purple. The inner part of the skirt is light purple. They are two different purples. You can see it really prominently right here. Light purple, dark purple. Light purple, dark purple. I actually need both purples. Like, what the fruck? What the fruck? So that means if y'all want to, like, have a little cry fit, and it's really not a cry fit for you, it's more of a cry fit for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 different kinds of fabric are going to go into this outfit. Because it is these 5. So it's the midnight blue for the blue detailing. It is the crepe back satin for all the white bits, so the white underskirt and all the white ruffles. It is the silver for the silver lining underneath the dark blue, as well as all the silver in the bodice and in the sleeves. It is the light purple for the underlayer of the purple part of her skirt, as well as the under part of her hat, the under part of her sleeves, as well as the ruffle around her waist. And then the dark purple, which is for the purple part of her skirt, the part of her sleeves, and then her bows and her hair are dark purple. And this is not including the dark purpley black for the main part of the outfit. At minimum. And that's assuming I only use that and don't get, like, something else. The more I'm thinking about it, I might go with black, but I have to see what that fabric my friend has is to be able to move forward and proceed, just because, like, she offered it to me and she has a lot of it, and I want to see if it'll work. Because it's not purple, it's not black. She has it's like a weird, like, eggplanty color. But next to these swatches, that will make it super easy. And thank you, Fabric Wholesale Direct, for these swatches, because, oh my god, absolute godsend. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I want to order more of them. Actually, we may go order more of them. Let's go look at Fabric Wholesale Direct. I will not pull this up on stream because I don't want to dox myself. So let me see what I have in my cart right now. I'm ordering more swatches. Hi, Callie. I know. So let's see. I have a black in there, and I have... Okay. So let's... Did I order a black in the crepe back? I did not. Okay, I need to go look at the crepe back. Order a swatch of the blacking. There's lavender. There's lilac. Okay. What other colors should I get as swatches? The swatches came in really quick, too. So right now, my cart has 3 things of swatches in it. It's like $3, but if I'm going to order it, I'm going to want to make sure that it hits the shipping correctly. Yeah, I have 3 different swatches in there. It's 2 potissoirs and 1 crepe back. And with shipping, it's a lot. I'm not gonna just order 3 swatches. But it's a step towards the future. I'm definitely, hello Athena, definitely like annoyed because I want to be doing more and I can't really do more until stuff is here. So, without further ado, unfortunately, I guess we're gonna have a really short stream today. Which, honestly, is probably a smart idea because I have an awful headache. Let us see who is live that I can throw you guys at. I see someone. I did figure out a lot of important details as well as like certain fabrics I'm going to need. So we're gonna go raid We're gonna go raid Lady, because Lady is a gem. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I haven't decided what we're gonna be doing since we're finally caught up with Emphorius. Maybe we'll do the side story content and then go from there. But yeah, I will see y'all Wednesday at our normally scheduled times. Ciao!